Welcome to the Purdue Dairy Digest. I'm Dr. Jackie Borman. Today on the Dairy Digest, we're going to talk about Starbucks and dairy and what was actually said. We are living in strange times. We're making milk alternatives from oats, almonds, and peas and thinking that milk from cows is unnatural. This is not to disparage the food scientists who have been able to create products that resemble milk and are plant-based. But when we take a step back and think about it, they are trying to produce something that resembles milk because milk tastes really good. I have students every year do a blind taste test in my class, and thus far no student has chosen plant-based milk alternatives as their first choice. They prefer the taste of milk. However, these plant-based alternatives to milk are growing. We're seeing more of these options on the store shelves and more of these options being offered in restaurants. In fact, earlier this week, there were a lot of articles written and news reports about how Starbucks is ending its relationship with dairy because of their focus on reducing carbon emissions. And to be honest, I was both confused and outraged on behalf of dairy farmers. I know of the work that has been done in the dairy industry to improve efficiency and environmental sustainability, so this felt personal and it felt like we just weren't understanding each other. Then I went back and read what Starbucks is actually committed to, and I think that the reports about Starbucks ending their relationship with dairy are blown way out of proportion. On January 21st, Starbucks published an open letter to their stakeholders. In this letter, they outlined their goals to reduce carbon emissions, water use, and waste by 50% by the year 2030. That is an aggressive goal for any company, especially one the size of Starbucks, with almost 30,000 stores globally. They are approaching this goal by focusing on 5 specific areas. The first is expanding plant-based options. Second is shifting from single-use to reusable packaging. Third, investing in innovative and regenerative ag practices. Fourth, investing in better ways to manage waste. And fifth, innovating to develop more eco-friendly stores, operations, manufacturing, and delivery. Now, the first one, where they're expanding plant-based options, will have implications on dairy, or has the potential to have implications on dairy. If they're increasing the amount of plant-based options, that could reduce the amount of dairy that is being used. In January, they did announce that there will be 3 new plant-based beverages added to the permanent menu. However, they did not say that they are removing dairy from their menu, like some have implied, or even that they're trying to reduce the amount of dairy that's being used. I've heard dairy farmers and students both tell me that they will no longer frequent Starbucks because of this news, and that is their choice. But I think we have to be careful and make sure we understand what Starbucks' message actually was. They want to reduce emissions, waste, and water usage. We in the dairy industry want to do the same. We consider it stewardship of our natural resources. In the past decade, the dairy industry has reduced our own greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by improving efficiency of production. I still think Starbucks in every restaurant is a partner that we need to work with to encourage dairy consumption, not a company that we should target because of misleading stories. We as an industry are aligned with companies that are committed to improving efficiency and reducing emissions. We just need to be able to have a dialogue with how we both can improve together. If you are a subscriber to the podcast, can you do us a favor and rate us in iTunes? If you're not a subscriber, become one today, and you can listen to this podcast at your own time. Thank you.